Mark, go ahead.
Cheers, Ryan. Hey, Skip, how's it going?
Good, you?
Doing well, long time. um, so there's been a lot of talk about Copa Tejas. A lot of questions have been asked of Josh and occasionally the players. But I'd be curious to kind of get that on pitch view. So when you're playing against FC Dallas or Houston, obviously the last Dynamo game was kind of rough. Are they talking trash? I mean, are they kind of in your ear about being the best team in Texas? Does that actually happen at the field level?
Oh, I can only speak for myself personally. No, I mean, I don't really get into trash talking. I think it just takes the focus off of your ability. The only person I talk to is the referee most, which has been a lot this year, but not with opposing players. At least they haven't done it with me, so I can really answer more than that.
So consequently, then when you guys are on the field playing, are you aware of what's going on in the stands? Are you aware of the additional energy, of the additional focus, the kind of the heightened focus that fans have on those particular matches?
No, because once you play, you're more like in a tunnel vision, and maybe you'll sometimes catch glimpses of it, but otherwise you're in the tunnel vision, and because you're playing, you're focused more on that. So no.
Fair enough. All right, thanks, Skipper.
No worries.
Thanks, Mark. Let's go to Zach Smith. Zach?
Thanks. Alex, we're talking to Tomas, or we're supposed to talk to Tomas in a little bit. Since the two of you have been playing in kind of a similar area of the field the last few games, I'm wondering how you've seen him kind of grow into his position or the league, especially since Sebastian joined. I know he was challenged a little bit earlier in the season by the coaching staff, but I'm curious your kind of perspective on how Tomas has kind of gotten better, maybe.
Yeah, I think first and foremost, since he's dropped a bit deeper, you can see the workload he puts in. I think he works a lot for the team. I think that might go a little bit unnoticed, but the way we play, it's a lot of running in the midfield as well, and I think he's helped us there tremendously. And he's gaining more and more confidence to bring out his strengths. But I think the way he's put the team first in terms of doing his defensive duties and really working hard has been something really nice to see.
I also wanted to ask about, you're obviously the captain, so players look to you for some leadership, and sometimes that might involve kind of navigating through some rough waters. And I'm curious what your message to the team has been over the last few weeks. I know obviously the playoffs are out of the question now, but what have you been telling the team just in terms of keeping their heads kind of in it?
Yeah, I mean, you want to preserve your dignity. You want to play to win every game, and the least you can do is give your all. I know sometimes you have off days and whatnot, but that should never impact the work rate, the fight. I think also in terms of next season, you have to end the season on a good note. So that's why last Sunday it was tough to take, because we didn't perform well, and I think some of those qualities we lacked, and especially if we weren't as good as we have been on the ball. Sometimes there are other things you have to bring always, no matter what. So I think that's somewhere where everyone has to look in the mirror and ask themselves if they gave their all. But otherwise, like I said, for next season, you want to end on a high note, have a clean sheet, and then come in, because we can't sit here and always talk, because in the end, words don't mean that much. It's the actions you take on the pitch, the lessons you learn, and I think that's something we need to focus on.
Thank you, Zach. We'll go to Cameron Kubek. Cam, go ahead.
Hey, Alex, just wanted to ask you quickly about the supporters. Obviously, regardless of result this year, the support within Q2 Stadium has been something that's been consistent. So what does that mean to you guys on the pitch to have that as a constant at every home game throughout the inaugural season?
I mean, it's hard to put in words the support we've received this year. I'm sometimes been embarrassed that we haven't done a better job of paying that back, because I've been in MLS for 5 years now, and I haven't been somewhere where it's been that continuous, no matter how you do. Yeah, and that's something, you know, deeply appreciated. But like I said, in the end, words start to fade. We have to give it back by winning games and by being successful. And we have everything, you know, lined up here with the city, the stadium, the fans, the buzz around the team. So evidently it'll be up to us to you know, reward them and then reward ourselves in the same process.
Definitely. And then last one from me would just be, as you look ahead to these last 4 games that are left in the season now, what are you and the rest of the team really looking to get out of those 4 games?
Yeah, I mean, we have to go all out. It's 4 games left. We have to, you know, give it our all. But like I said, words, I keep saying this, I know today, but like, actions have to follow in that term. And we've been playing better in the last weeks, if you exclude the San Jose game, and that's somewhere where we have to keep building on, you know, especially then for next year.
Thanks, Alex.
Great. Well, unless yep, go ahead, Mark.
Sorry, just one question just occurred to me, Ryan. Alex, a lot's been said about Wednesday's game. People have been very kind of honest, put their hand up and said, you know, I didn't play well. We didn't play well as a group. Obviously, you've had a chance to process that now and talk about that as a group. Do you have a better sense of kind of what happened on Wednesday? Because arguably you had your strongest team out there. So how did it all go so wrong, kind of universally?
Yeah, I think we had below par performances. I think especially in the first half, the way the game was set up, there were possibilities for us to play through, but we were sloppy. It was hard because they man mark. We knew that, but we had a game plan, but we just didn't execute it well. And then yeah, we get two goals in the second half where if we just have to be, you know, smarter, dirtier, you know, make the foul just the way they did whenever we had a breakthrough. They take the tactical foul and take the yellow card, and the situation would be done with that. So I think that's a theme a little bit this year too, where we just have to be, you know, more intelligent and read the game better, or especially situations, moments that we can kill in the beginning that end up costing us. So that's just something, you know, every player has to have that instinct when to maybe just shoot the ball in the stands or make a tactical foul to stop the play. So that's something we'll have to learn, because they're decisive in games.
Great. Thank you very much, Mark.